Hi, my name is Llance Kezner, and I'm with Keep Life Tasty. We developed a product called Millie Sipping Broth, and it is basically a broth that helps people with snacking and wellness for their daily rituals. And I got some awesome advice from Sonja, who helped us really kind of figure out how to get into the heads of people who are looking to buy our product. And we really reshaped the way that we communicate. And she dug into my head and figured out what I was thinking was right. And then she kicked me in the butt to do it. So we did it. And it really helped to have a second set of eyes that really didn't know anything about what we're doing, to just say, yeah, this is the right thing, or hey, have you considered this, or you're missing this one little piece. And that's really what we found was the most valuable piece. I wrote every single thing down and I'm still executing on a few of them that are the hardest things to do, but I took all the easiest ones and did them first. And it really did make a difference. So after I talked to you, we got on Home Shopping Network, and we sold out the first time we went out. And
yes,
and it all had to do with the buyer. I was on the phone with the buyer and we were talking, and she went to our website and she goes, I want you to do this thing. She pulls out a page that I had worked on that you suggested. So, yeah.
Yes. Home shopping. That's huge. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Yay. Proof is in the pudding. Or like the proof is in the broth, I should say.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
I am Krystyl, Wright. I am the co-founder and CEO of Lot 11, and my mom is my amazing business partner.
Yes.
Since coming on the podcast, if I had to look at the data, I would say we've had roughly about a 450% increase in sales online. Whereas before, I can't even tell you what that percentage is.
Right. You're like, that's so good to hear. I'm so happy.
So that was great. And I think everything propels forward, right? If you think about the ebb and flow. And so coming on the podcast, beefing up the digital platform, I even think that even led into many more publications.
Exactly. And then the other really cool thing that I kind of mentioned before was the fact that your face was all over town. Los Angeles is the largest city in America, and you were all over on billboards. I mean, you were literally everywhere. Like, I live in Echo Park. I drive downtown. I saw you in lots of different areas. So tell me about that.
Post podcast, we got maybe a month or two later, we got an opportunity to be part of LA Original, and in partnership with the mayor's office as well as with MasterCard. And it was really about highlighting small business owners within the community, but specifically women as well. Well, women pretty much.
Yeah.
And it was just great. And so part of that, we got to shoot some content. We got to partner up with Gifts for Good. They did a order with us, and we got to collaborate with them. And it was just really about highlighting LA makers who are doing good work in the community. There were Cha-Cha Covers was another group. And so, other business. And so they were doing like face covers, and everybody was just making pivots in a very crucial time in the economy, but also just surviving as a small business. We got to be a part of a MasterCard panel with other small business leaders, and it was just amazing to be a part of the panel and to be also identified as someone who was making pivots in this space. Being in business for 6 years, having done many markets, and then having to be on the podcast, and they're like, "Oh, we love your website." I'm just like, yes. So I think for us, it's like we're still trying to find, we found our niche, but it's just making sure that our niche is good to go. Like making sure that they're repeat customers, how's the product? How are you doing? Getting that customer feedback. That was one of the things that you told us about as well when we were on the podcast, just about customer feedback. And so now we use this widget within our Yotpo within Shopify that kind of gets that information for us. And so we're sharing it out through our newsletter.
Yes.
So it's I think as a small business, I would definitely say if they could get on your podcast to do it, because you were intentional, you knew all the problems before I arrived, but also the fact that you sent out the questions ahead of time, like, what are you needing? You know, what I need and what I wanted almost were two different things. What I wanted was something completely different. What you needed is what you share with us. And I think that's what has added to amplify our business even more. And so for that, I am grateful.
Oh, I love that.